Hey, so you wanna play Football Manager? Just follow me. Once you get in the game, you pick your club and always click on Advanced Setup. So here you have to pick which leagues will be playable, meaning that they will be simulated at higher detail. It's recommended to add as much leagues as possible, but be careful because the more leagues you add and more player count there is, it will slow your game down more. So I'll try to remove some leagues, like the Swiss Super League, I'll remove them, which increases the game speed a bit more. Here, if you want more realism, then don't take any of these except for here, do not add key stuff, and that's it, start the game. So here we have to create a new profile, type whatever name you want, your nationality, place of birth, favorite teams. This one you can pick yes or no depending on your experience level, and let's go into appearance. To be honest, appearance is kind of useless. There's no point in really changing anything because it doesn't matter whether you're, for example, male or female. The only thing I will point out is your age. Try to not make yourself too young. If you can, just put yourself in your, let's say in your 40s, because if you're too young, some of your players might not respect you as much. And here is your manager attributes. I recommend every manager to take this. Suggest badge based on your club, and you can really play along with every single one of these. There's no right or wrong, and there's no fixed way of dealing with this. The only thing I would really mention, and I would really advise you on something, is the mental stats. For example, adaptability. If you're a manager who's looking forward to move between clubs and not stay in one place for a long time, then it's recommended to set adaptability as high as you can. And if you just want to be like, for example, at one club and stay there and be a legend, then it's recommended to set this lower because you don't have to adapt to a new club. Another thing is level of discipline. I recommend you to max out your level of discipline because that makes you a more strict manager, and hence your players will not complain to you as much and they will not bring their problems to your face every single time. So it's really nice. And the last thing I would like to point out is your determination. I would also recommend every single manager to max this out. A more determined manager will often have things their way, meaning that, for example, when you talk to your board, when you want to make requests and stuff, then it's much more easier if you're more determined. And so that's it for the manager stats. Let's go with confirm and don't add additional managers. Here there's a welcome screen. It will give you a bit of an introduction and it will tell you your wages as well. So let's go with next. And this is the club history. They will tell you everything about the club, your stadium, your club history, all of that. On this slide, it will show you the preferred formation and what type of players you have, your first 11, so on and so forth. So this is something to keep in mind when you want to set up your tactics later in the game. So here are the board visions. It's basically what the board wants you to do. For example, here, they want you to sign players under the age of 23 for the future. And for the long-term plan, they want you to sign players to sell for profit. So these things you have to keep in mind. This is Valencia's plan. Every single club has their own plan, and you have to go through yours and check out what they want you to do. Here they have all the induction schedules. It's not very important. And here your chairman will ask you for some arrangements. Just click yes on all these unless you really don't want them. Alright, once you get in the game, you'll be brought into this inbox page and you would see there's quite a few emails to go through here. Don't worry, I'll bring you through every single one of them, and I'll also teach you which emails you have to go through first. So the first email and the most important ones are these red color bars. These are the most important emails and you have to respond to these emails as soon as possible. So with this one is the club vision and expectations, as we've seen earlier. They allow you to negotiate or accept the current vision. I would just click on accept. There's no point in negotiating, to be honest, since you're a new manager. After that, the second email you have to go through is the tactics induction. So this one is very important. Basically, it teaches you about how the tactics work in this game. Here they teach you everything about the game. For example, you can pick whatever formation you have here out of these bunch of formations. So before you decide on whichever formation you want to use, make sure to check out your squad first. Valencia has quite a huge squad and it's recommended to go through every single player. Make sure you know what type of players you have at your club. For example, let's go through the goalkeepers. So this one is a solid goalkeeper. There's absolutely no problem with him except for his age. And the defenders, you have to look out for what type of defenders you have. For example, Paulista is a no-nonsense centre-back, meaning that he prefers to clear the ball away and just smack the ball clear rather than playing out from the back. Whereas compared to Diakabi is a ball-playing defender. He prefers to play it out rather than just smacking the ball clear. So if your team likes to play out from the back, Diakabi is very important. And look through your fullbacks. Do you have wing-backs or do you have fullbacks? For example, Jose Gaya, he's a fullback but he can also play as a wing-back. And on the right side we have Correa. Correa is also a fullback, but he can also play on the wing back. He could also play on the left as well, so he's a very useful player, but he is young. And then after looking through a backline, go through a midfield. Do you use defensive midfields or do you use attacking midfields? Here I can see we have a couple of DMs, meaning that they're most likely defensive mids. For example, this guy. He's a midfielder, but he can also play as a defensive mid, ball-winning midfielder. Dani Parejo is a midfielder who can also play as a defensive mid as well. So after you go through your entire squad, now you can pick your tactics. Your assistant manager will recommend some formations for you. For example, wing play, vertical tiki-taka, or control possession. For this team, I think I would go for wing play. Here they will briefly explain to you what wing play does, and as you can see, it's basically just pass on the wings and they'll cross the ball in. Very simple. And let's choose a formation here. There are plenty of formations you can choose from. Here are some recommended ones. You can also choose other formations, but for this one I think I'll go for 4-4-2. And here we go. This is our formation for the time being. I'll do a more detailed video on tactics in the future, but for now, let's keep it this way. And last but not least, check out this introductory advice summary. Here your assistant manager will give you a bunch of advices. For example, what transfer policy we should go with, what set piece takers we should take as well. And that's basically it. You can check out the other emails as well. For example, Spanish transfer window, squad selection rules, preseason fitness, all these things that you could just play with, and personally I don't think it's very important, and as a beginner I don't think you should be too worried about all these emails. So that's it for this video. I hope you have a very successful career in Football Manager, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.